Welcome back to Drishti by Devi. Namaste Bharat. I am Nivedita. In the previous video, we covered how Nachiketa reached Yama's abode and waited patiently for Yama to reach back. For 3 days and nights without food or water. Impressed by this, Yama grants Nachiketa 3 boons. For the first boon, he asks for the well-being of his father. For the second boon, he asked for the sacred knowledge. And for his third and final boon, he asked the question that has fascinated humanity for thousands of years. What happens after death? Does the soul continues to exist? Before answering, Yama tested Nachiketa. He offered him wealth, long life, beautiful palaces, celestial pleasures, music, power, and every worldly enjoyment imaginable. But Nachiketa refused them all. He said that all worldly pleasures are temporary and cannot satisfy someone seeking eternal truth. Seeing his unwavering determination, Yama revealed the highest spiritual wisdom. To explain this profound truth, he used the famous chariot analogy. Let's understand each part of this analogy. According to Yama, the chariot represents our physical body. Just as a chariot carries a traveler from one place to another, our body carries us through life's journey. The body is important because it allows us to experience the world. However, the body is only a vehicle. It is not our true identity, just as we are not the car we drive. We are not merely our physical body. The road on which the chariot travels represents the world filled with opportunities, challenges, distractions, and desires. Life is a journey, and the destination depends on how we travel. The horses symbolize five senses like sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Like energetic horses, our senses are always active. They constantly pull us towards attractive sights, pleasant sounds, delicious food, enjoyable experiences, and countless pleasures. There is nothing wrong with the senses themselves. The problem begins when they become uncontrolled. Imagine 5 horses each running in a different direction. The chariot will quickly lose balance and crash. Similarly, if our senses constantly chase every desire without discipline, they can pull us away from our goals, peace of mind, and inner happiness. The reins embody the mind. The mind receives information from the senses. It creates thoughts, emotions, likes, dislikes, fears, and desires. Just as the reins connect horses to the charioteer, the mind connects our intellect. If the reins are loose, horses cannot be controlled. Likewise, if the mind is restless, confused, or distracted, our senses become difficult to manage. But when the mind is calm, focused, and disciplined, it becomes much easier to guide our actions wisely. Practices such as meditation, prayer, and mindfulness help strengthen the mind. Holding the reins is the charioteer. The charioteer stands for intellect or buddhi. The intellect has the ability to think clearly, reason carefully, and distinguish between right or wrong. It makes decisions based on wisdom rather than impulse. A skilled charioteer knows exactly how to guide the horses safely towards their destination. Similarly, a strong intellect helps us to make thoughtful decisions even when we face temptations or difficult situations. However, if the intellect becomes weak, careless, or clouded by emotions, it loses control over the mind. The mind then loses control over the senses. The senses begins to lead our life instead of serving us. This is why developing good wisdom and judgment is so important. Now we come to the most important part of the analogy. Inside the chariot sits the passenger. The passenger symbolizes the Atman, true self. The Atman is not body, mind, senses. It is the eternal soul, peaceful, pure, and beyond birth and death. The purpose of the entire chariot is to carry this passenger safely towards the highest goal of life, self realization. When the intellect guides the mind and the mind controls the senses, the soul progresses steadily on its spiritual journey. But when the senses dominate, the journey becomes filled with confusion, suffering, and endless distractions. Nachiketa understood that the eternal soul Atman changes physical bodies at death, just like putting on new clothes. Guided by the universal law of cause and effect, karma, through the repeated cycles of rebirth, samsara, until achieving final liberation, moksha. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe to Drishti by Devi for more inspiring stories and timeless wisdom from Indian philosophy and culture. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste. See you in the next video.